everybody, it's Brian here again. I'm making a video on the top 10 people that ran for president but never became president, that I think would have just been amazing presidents, and it's in my opinion. So, this video is going to be talking about their candidates and what they ran on and why I think they would have been a good president. So, let's get right into it, everybody. So, at number 10 is Virgil Goode. Virgil Goode ran with the Constitution Party in 2012. I think he would have been that's him right there that the mouse is on. I think he would have been an amazing president. There was a lot of policies I disagree with, but he stood for two things that I think are very equivalent today. He was warning against, and he said that we need. Well, it was really three things actually. He said that we need to get the national debt down. Look, we have a debt crisis because of the inflation. He was saying this 11 years ago. Oh, he said that we need to secure our border. I mean, look at how many illegal immigration we have. Look at the border crisis we have. And he said we need to raise minimum wage. These are three things that are so equivalent to now that need to happen. So I just think that he would have tackled them issues and would have really done them. Alright, 8, that's Virgil Goode. On to number 9. Number 9, and the mouse is on, is Harry Browne. Harry Browne was the Libertarian nominee in 1996 and the Libertarian nominee in 2000. He's actually, Joe Jorgensen was his running mate in 1996, sorry. Bit of a tongue twister there. He would have been an amazing president. He's got your traditional libertarian policies, moderate, fiscally conservative, socially liberal, sort of like government responsible, but supporting social issues, just standing in the middle, and yeah, just would have been an amazing president. Would have tackled these issues. He also was warning against the debt and about minimum wage and stuff. Way back in the late 1990s. All right, on to number 8. Number 8 is Ralph Nader. Ralph Nader ran for president on technicality 3 times, but I guess 5 times. He ran a write-in campaign in 1992, a write-in campaign in 1996, and then he was actual candidate in 2000, 2004, and 2008. 2000 he was with the Green Party nominee. 2004 he was independent. 2008 he was independent. Amazing guy. He has been someone advocating for climate change. He was advocating for climate change way back. He was advocating for climate change in the late 60s, and he was called a nutcase and a conspiracy theorist and a crackhead, and, well, boy, was he right. I mean, look at how high the sea levels are rising and how the weather's changing, how so many trees are not being able to survive and stuff, wildlife, and this. He was warning against this, and they said he was crazy. And the difference between him and Al Gore is, just want to put this out there, Ralph Nader's not hypocritical. Just putting it out there when it comes to the climate change. Alright, on to number 7. Number 7 is Ross Perot. Ross Perot ran for president 2 times. He ran for president as an independent in 1992, and then he started the Reform Party in 1996 and ran with the Reform Party in 1996. When you say strong third party, everyone thinks of Ross Perot. He's the number one candidate that everyone thinks of, because he is, in modern day history, he's our strongest third party. Probably since Teddy Roosevelt in 1912. Yeah, everyone thinks of him as a thing. He was also one of them candidates warning against the United States debt, how we need to get it down, and the main thing he warned against was NAFTA. He said that if we sign NAFTA into law, oh, you're going to see so many millions of jobs shut down across the country, or move to Mexico, move to China, even move to Canada. He said you're going to start seeing them flee out of this country, and boy, is he right. I mean, look at all the coal mines shut down. Look at all the factories that shut down. Look at all the factories and coal mines and plants and stuff that moved to China and Russia and Canada and stuff, and Mexico. He was right. He was damn right back then. He warned us. He was also warning against the United States debt. He said we're going to have a real inflation problem if we don't start getting it down. 2 things that he warned about, no one listened. And, alright, on to number 6. Number 6 is Ron Paul. Ron Paul is the equivalent and of the Ron Paul is the equivalent of an amazing man. He ran for president 3 times. He ran in 2008 as a Republican, was the runner-up in that race. He ran in 2012 as a Republican, was the runner-up in that race in the primary, and then way back in 1988 he was the Libertarian nominee. He's got a lot of traditional libertarian policies, very moderate, very common sense, new ideas. I think he just would have been an amazing president. Alright. On to number 5. Number 5 is Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard or is a amazing patriot. I consider her to be a patriot to America. Um, I mean, one has a many. She has many views I disagree with, but she has many amazing views. It took her courage. She exposed Kamala Harris, and she exposed the deep state of the Democratic Party. And for that, they shut her candidacy down. They wouldn't let her debate or nothing afterwards. But you know, she really did make a lot of interesting points. And she would have just been an excellent president, in my opinion. And alright, on to number 4. Number 4 is Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang supports something that I support deeply: universal basic income. Raising the taxes on the rich to pay for it. It's a great idea. Andrew Yang's also warning about AI and stuff like that. Andrew Yang is the only candidate, even though I like Tulsi Gabbard too, but Andrew Yang was the only candidate out of all 24 Democrats that ran in 2020. He was the only one saying, why are we should be focusing on getting Trump out, yes, but the main thing we should be focusing on is why was he elected in the first place? Hey, so that's what I really liked about him. Yeah, just an amazing guy. Hey, alright, on to number 3. Number 3 is Dr. Jo Jorgensen. Dr. Jo Jorgensen was the Libertarian nominee in 2020. She was also the Libertarian VP nominee in 1996. She would have been an amazing president. I don't think you'd see this mess going on in Washington had she won the election. I think had she been on the debate stage, she would have won the election. But yeah, she would have been an amazing president, and great moderate policies, all that, just would have very much fulfilled it. At number 2 is John McCain. John McCain is a patriot to America. He was in the military for years. He saved millions of poor and less privileged families their health care. He saved that. Him, Susan Collins, and Lisa Murkowski had courage, and they stood up to their party and they saved it. You have morons like Donald Trump that criticize him, but the thing I can really respect about John McCain. So this reporter, most people know this, came up to not this reporter, this voter came up to John McCain. And she said that Barack Obama is a Muslim terrorist, or something along. I don't remember the exact word, that he's a Muslim. She said something that was just totally derogatory and very wrong on the part of, like, you don't say that, and also wrong, like, she's just wrong. But she said something very derogatory, and that she didn't trust him, and John McCain said no, that he's a good family man, and that would be a decent president that does care about the American people, who they just happen to disagree with on economic and social policies. I really respected that. Had that been Trump or DeSantis in the Republican Party, or even Biden or Hillary Clinton, they would have went all over that and accepted that, like, and went with that. But no, John McCain at class, he said no, I respect him a lot. All right, on to number 1. Number 1 is Bobby Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy did not technically lose the White House. He was, of course, assassinated a few weeks before the Democratic Convention. He was going to be the Democratic nominee, and I think that he would have defeated Nixon and would have been an amazing president. He's a Kennedy. His son's running for president right now. I've actually endorsed his son. But yeah, he just the equivalent of caring. Really like that like new ideas, moderate. Like all these candidates had that. Yeah, just would have been a magnificent president, a very great president. And alright, guys, that's my top 10 candidates that ran for president but never became president. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys would have voted for any of them, and let me know if you guys could put anybody in the White House, who would it be? Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Bye, everybody.